Hello and welcome to another guitar rescue. Today we're going to unbox the guitar in that box. This is the least expensive new guitar I've ever bought, but I want to see if I can get the experience of this guitar before I invest in buying a classic one on Reverb or a new American made one. So you'll see what I'm talking about. So first I'm going to open the box and see what we've got. Then I'm going to see how if it's all in one piece, we're going to see how it came set up. And then we'll do a little demo on it and see if you can buy a really cool electric guitar for under $200. So stick around. Okay, here's the box. Let's see what came in this box. It got here yesterday and it was 116 degrees outside, so the box was a little toasty. So I let the box and the guitar in it kind of acclimatize to like 70 degrees, 78 degrees here from 116. We're going to see what we got. Well, we got a box in a box. We always like that. So far it's packed well. There's more packing there. I don't know which way is up with this, but we're going to find out. Now, here's the next box. You can imagine this is a packing slip that we're going to need. Right there. And I think that's just packing materials. We'll move out of the way for a minute. Okay, here's the next box. So I'm assuming that it's this way around because of all the stuff is on the top. So we're going to open it like that from the top. Okay. So far this is a nice heavy duty box. Oh, and there's a box in the box. No, it's just packing material, I think. Okay. So far it's packed very well. And I imagine you can see the name on it now. This is a Squier version of this guitar. Fender makes an American one made in Mexico. This is made in Indonesia. I suppose that's not a great look, huh? Let me do this from a different angle here. Well, that's all stapled there. So let me see. It might be better to try to drag this all out one end. So let's do that. Let's just drag this out from here. Oh, it's got more stuff in here. Boy, this is well packed. So they get a good grade on the packing. Let's see if we can get it to come up through the top. More packing material. Very good. Get it to come up through the top. Okay, so far I'm impressed with the amount of packing here. This shouldn't be damaged when we get into it here. This should be in pretty good shape. So let's see. Got the big old head on it. Got the big old head, and we've got the screaming yellow. Wow, that's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty good. So now you can see this is a Squier Mustang, and if you know a little of the history of the Mustang guitar, well, I'll tell you about the history in just a minute. Let me pause this and inspect this guy and see what kind of a setup we got with it, and then we'll do a demo on it too. So stand by. Okay, here it is right out of the box. Okay, I tuned it up. That's all I've done to it so far. And it's incredible already. This is mind-boggling. Now, the fretboard is Laurel, okay? And, you know, it was 116 degrees in that box yesterday. So what things I would do is today I'll put it in I've got a humidifier for guitars that I can hang it in. I'll put it in there and let it get, because it's just a little sharp down here on the frets, but I think that's just a matter of being dried out. Then I'll oil that fretboard up. The action's not too bad. I mean, this is pretty incredible. I'm going through my pedal board, but I don't have anything on other than my equalizer. And we're just going straight into this Quilter amp that's over here. So this would be like so the volume definitely works. And now we're on the front pickup. So then here's the middle pickup. And here's the bridge. This thing is so cool. And obviously the tone, it's got all kinds of tone changes here. You can hear the different tone. And on the front. That's with no... there's probably a little reverb on my amplifier. There's a little bit of slap on This is fun. This thing sounds really, really good. I am impressed. Okay, so let me tell you. So if you know anything about Fender Mustangs, okay, they came out in the 60s, and they were the student guitar back in the day. They were the least expensive guitar, and it's got a 24-inch neck here, spread from the neck to the bridge is 24 inches rather than the normal 25 something, you know, on a Fender. So it's a shorter scale. It's fun to play. They were inexpensive when they were brand new. Back in the day, you could pick one up in a pawn shop probably for $100, $150. Now, if you want one of those guitars from the 60s, you know, you could spend $3,500 on that guitar. Now, Fender makes a couple of models of these now. They make a Mexican model, which is really good, and that's probably, you know, over $800, pushing $900, depending on what you want to get. And then they have an American one that's probably in the $1,600 to $1,800 range, you know, give or take a few bucks. And then Squier makes them, okay? And these little Squier ones, this one is made in Indonesia. Okay, so there's a Fender made in Mexico, a Fender made in America, and then there's these Chinese, or this one's Indonesian, which I always think is one just teeny bit better. So these things sell for about $230 at Musician's Friend or Sweetwater. Well, every once in a while, Musician's Friend, it wasn't a stupid deal of the day, but because I don't know why they don't like this color. It's different, you know. This color goes on sale every once in a while for $179. So it went on sale, I saw it. I happened to have, my wife had given me a little $50 credit card thing, gift card for something. So I had that too. So, you know, all in, I'm about $142 on this after my gift card. Okay. So I'm thinking, can I have fun for that kind of money with a new guitar? And yes, you can do it. So this is out of the box. I haven't even set this thing up yet, and I don't think it's going to need too much of a setup. And you can do a lot of upgrades to these things. Obviously, you can change the pickups. You could change a lot of stuff. Some of the American ones have the through back on the strings. This has, but this is a proprietary Fender bridge here. And the strings come through this way, and you can set the intonation perfectly. And it's got some closed tuners, which are working pretty good. I might go to maybe American tuners that have the taper on them so that you can get rid of string trees, but you know, come on, this is pretty incredible. I mean, if you're a snob and you see Squier on there, you go, oh, it's a Squier. But, you know, if you close your eyes, or if I cover that with a piece of masking tape, you're not going to be able to tell the difference in the sound. I swear to God. I am very happy with this. So, I'll let you know as it goes along. Like I said, I'm going to humidify it up a little bit. I'm going to oil it up a little bit. I'll make some minor, teeny, you know, we still have the paper on everything. The cellophane is on the front, the back. You know, I haven't taken anything off of it yet. The pickups have still got it on there. So, I'm impressed right out of the box. So you can buy a guitar, electric guitar, for under $200 and have a blast with it. So, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.